What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Draft Yoda. I'm Bill Workman, your favorite draft nerd's favorite draft nerd. We are data driven, prospect focused, and today we're breaking down one of the most important positions in football, one of the rarest talents in the entire draft, Texas left tackle, Trevor Goosby. I have him currently carrying a 9.58 grade in my 10-point grading scale, making him my number 3 prospect overall in the 2027 draft. And the only true blue chip players in this draft are all 9.5 or higher. Quarterbacks get the headlines, wide receivers get the highlights. The championships are built by protecting the quarterback. And Trevor Goosby has every tool to become an NFL franchise left tackle. And if you love linemen, you're going to love you some Goosby. First thing that absolutely jumps off the tape is how easy he makes football look. For a man his size to do the things he does, it's extremely rare. A lot of young offensive tackles survive based off the size alone. Trevor Goosby wins with movement. For a player his size, his feet are exceptional. His kick slide is smooth as butter. Just so smooth. Well balanced and controlled. And when speed rushers try to beat him around the edge, he simply mirrors them and pushes them on out of the way. Second thing I love is his length. Elite tackles create space between themselves and pass rushers, and Goosby shows that time and time again. The third thing I love about him, it's probably the thing I love about him the most, is his competitiveness. He could have just been an elite size. He could have just been, good at moving people and making people move. That would have been great. But his competitiveness puts him over the top. He doesn't just want to win. He wants to bury you while he wins. Now, nobody's perfect. Nobody will ever be perfect. I'd like to see a little bit more functional strength against elite power defenders and a little bit more consistency with his pad level. You can tell at certain points in the game, he gets too comfortable and his pads get a little high. But both those are refinements. They're not flaws. That is a little bit of conditioning or a little bit of coaching. And he is just on another level. He's a smooth athlete, excellent feet, natural pass protector. Is just a absolute mauler in the run game, which I love. There are maybe 10 people on earth who consistently block elite NFL edge rushers. And when I see NFL feet, NFL length, NFL intelligence, NFL competitiveness, I'm willing to bet on that projection. Also, the fact that he has to go up against my number 2 guy in practice lets me know he's seen the best this class has to offer. And you can't manufacture left tackles. You can't manufacture franchise left tackles. And every box that I put in place for a left tackle, for the franchise left tackle, for the guy I want guarding my quarterback to 10, 15 years, Trevor Goosby doesn't just check it. He punches that box straight through. Like I said, Goosby has a 9.58 out of 10 for me. He's my third overall player. He is in the superstar tier. He is a future blindside protector for a NFL quarterback who's going to be very, very happy to have him. Unfortunately, I don't see him as a top 5 pick, but that's just because the talent at quarterback this year is going to push a lot of guys down. But he's going to make teams, especially after the first few quarterbacks are off the board, and once Jeremiah Smith is off the board, teams are really going to question, do we get this guy or do we get a tackle that, we can come back and get a different guy later in the draft that he protects. But that's just my board. Do you think Trevor Goosby is the best offensive lineman in college football? Because I do. Is he worthy of a top 5 NFL draft selection? I think he is. But I think he'll also get pushed down. But I don't see him out of the top 10. It's as simple as that. Talent like this usually doesn't drop out of the top 10. You let me know down in the comments. Let me know. What do you think? Do you disagree? Do you hate my pick? Do you love my picks? What it is? If you enjoy these kind of touch base points before the season, like, subscribe. We're going to keep putting in the work. We're going to have these going on throughout the summer. I've got some other things coming as well. And then we'll go into more in-depth, deep dives as we get into the season and as we get closer to the draft. As always, I'm the Draft Yoda, Bill Workman. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.